What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? To everybody, Big John and D for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I am back, my friends. Yes, sir. So, things have been crazy this week. I just got to say right up front, things have been really crazy here. I usually don't talk about personal things. I don't talk about things outside of gaming, but just want to let everyone know that this weekend has been really crazy. I've definitely needed last night's gaming distraction and this one right here. Uh, my wife was got really sick this week and gave us a little bit of a scare. She's getting a lot better. She's home. She's fine right now. All things considered, she's fine, and she's getting better, and that's what matters. And then we also had Mojo, one of my 20-sided mutts, got sick this week as well. He's been sick since Thursday, throwing up and other things I'm not going to bother talking about. But we were at the vet today, and we got his medicine, so things are looking better on that front. Oh, so I really do need to decompress, my friends, so to speak. So I have decided that since I wanted something that'll fit easily on the camera, I decided to go with another small game right now. And this way it'll free my hands up. I won't have to worry about actually doing the shooting and concentrate more on actually playing the game. And the game that I picked is Crypt by Road to Infamy Games. Now, I've already done an on-camera solo showdown of this once already. And there has been a Pixie playthrough with the 20-sided warriors that's been on camera. So this is the third on-camera appearance for Crypt. I really like this game. So did the 20-sided warriors. At first glance, it would appear to be a dice set collection game, but it's not actually. I like the way that the dice are utilized in this game. And you'll see if you're not familiar with the game, you'll see as we go along. So I'm playing the one-player variant on this, which the game calls the Only Child. I'm going to give you a quick read right here from the scroll in the beginning of the rule book, and I'm going to alter the ending here a little bit and some of the wordage since I'm playing the Only Child game and there are no other people involved. So, the king is dead. The king is dead. His last wish was to be laid to rest in the royal crypt with all of his prized possessions, the very same family heirlooms he once promised to you, his only child. Feeling cheated and betrayed, you summon your most loyal servants to help you break into the crypt and claim that which is rightfully yours. See, now what the heir does not know is that in the solo game you're actually playing against the ghost, because the ghost wants it all in the crypt with him. The ghost is a miser, so you're fighting the ghost. So this is it's more of a bidding game than it is like a dice set collection game. So I have everything all set up. Because this is a solo game, I took out all of the cards that had the number, the Roman numeral 3 or 4 on it. So that's for a 4-player game. Solo game is set up as a 2-player game. So these have already been shuffled, but I like to do a little soft shuffle on top of that. What's up, Anthony? I do a little soft shuffle on top of that just for the camera. Ooh, that's good enough, I think. So this is the character I decided to use, the black dice. And the ghost will be using the red dice. Kind of think that visually looks different enough. So that'll be good. So the black dice character is this. Now each of the characters is double-sided. So if you want to play it as female or male, it really doesn't matter. Because it's just the color of the dice. It's not like the different heirs all have some sort of power or ability that bends the rules a little bit. That would have made it a little bit more interesting, I think. But I still really, really like this game. So I'm using the dice to bid, is what I'm doing. These are collectors. Up top here, these are collectors. And when I get a certain amount of collected sets, such as tapestries or scrolls or jewels, pottery, idols, or even remains, then I can start utilizing some of these abilities here. And as I found out in the last game that I did, it's really, really important because you can get a lot of good extra points from these guys. Uh, the remains lets you get dice back because they can get exhausted. So it's really handy. So you have to be very strategic about using these collectors up here. So being the fact that the solo game is run like a two-player game, you always deal out one card more than the players. And normally you play them out. You play them out. It would be two face up, two face down, and one face up. But since it's a one-player game, what we're also doing is we're going to put it from highest to lowest, and the unknown value is always considered like right in the middle. So, so that's a 1 point pottery piece. It's going to be at the end. There's a 4 point tapestry, and we don't know what that's going to be. We don't know what that's going to be. So the game starts out with the solo game, Ghosts of Christmas Past. Right, Anthony? Kind of more like the ghost of Scrooge Past when he was still a stingy bum. So with the solo game, is always going to start off with the player, the active player, with the start turn and end of turn cards, and then it'll be passed over to the ghost. So I want to be bidding on these things now. So the one with the tapestry, I was just saying, at the end of the game, the one with the player with the most tapestry cards is going to get a +5 points for that. So that's really interesting. The pottery is only worth 1 point. The more potteries I have, up to 4 of them, though, will add to the overall value. And I'm looking at 2 right here. So what you do is these dice represent your servants, and you get to place any number you want down on it, because that represents how hard they're working for you, so to speak. I'm going to start with putting this 3 over here. Oh, man, I wish that was in a different space, because that's going to matter for the ghost. I'm going to put a... All right, I'm going to go with, if I can find it on the die here, I'm going to put a 4 there. And then it goes, and then I'll hold, because I'm going to get a, oh no, I know, sorry. I'm not going to bother holding. I'll put put another 4 here. And I'll put a 3 here. Okay, so the ghost rolls all 2s. So the ghost can't do anything. And then it would come back to me for the lights out. And so I played that right, putting everything down now. So I would only have gotten 2 to put down. I'm sorry. Well, I've gotten... Oh, yeah, no, that was right. That was right. It's been a while since I played, but no, that was right. So now what happened here is the twos are going to team up. So I almost forgot. Now, normally the highest die will start with the highest number here, and if it's higher than the number of the die over here, it'll knock it out. Now, a 2 isn't good enough for anything. However, the ghost will always take same numbers and put them together. So this is now a 6, which is going to bump him off from here. That was the ghost's turn. Now it comes back to me for lights out. And there's nothing I can do. My 4 isn't going to beat anything. The 4 I have left over here, it's not going to beat anything or do anything. So that die is out of luck. Now you always get what you try for. That's part of this. You always get what you're trying to get. So I am going to be getting this, but the servant, I I have to roll this number or higher. So if I get a one or a two, the servant is all tired and stressed out, and it's going to be out of the game until I decide to use a turn to retrieve this servant. Three or better is what an no bueno. But I still get this. It's going to go face down. This is going to be a little tougher. Four or better. Oh, these lazy servants of mine. What do you know? And this is going to go to the ghost. The ghost never rolls. Never has to roll. All right, so now going for three. Oh, so now this is going to go over to the ghost. And the ghost is starting me, and then the ghost is ending. So we have 1 point. We got 2 points. And the middle one is always considered two-player setup. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, so the face down card is always assumed to be a 2.5. It's always assumed to be a 2.5. So that's actually going to go right there. All right, so now the ghost goes. The ghost rolls to see what numbers it's going to be using. It's got a 5 here, 5 there, 3. I only have one servant. That's a 2 and a 1. We don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'd have to put a 6 down to knock the ghost's power out. Let's see. I'm going to knock this out. So now for the lights out, the end of the turn, since the ghost had something knocked out, it'll get to re-roll that. That's a tilt. 1. The ghost can't do anything with that die. So the ghost is going to claim these 2. This was, 3-point remains. Not bad. And I need a 4 or higher. All right. So I got some remains. If I get one more set of remains, I'll be able to flip them over, which means I can't use them again, those particular 2. But I'll be able to recover a die for free. Because this is not looking good for right now. Got a 2. We got a 4. And the unknown, which is 2.5. Man, I would really like that 4-point artifact. The remains are 2 points. I'll be able to use them to recover a die. And the unknown card, of course. Always a gamble. Oh, yeah, sorry. So this one back to me. Got to remember to move this so I can keep track. Because when things start moving fast, I can forget sometimes. I'm going to take this as a 4. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to take this gamble. I'll take this gamble. Now, I could have done nothing and gotten my other 2 servants back, which I'm probably going to have to do next turn. Oh, yeah, that doesn't help. I'm going to knock him out over here and claim that. Now for my lights out. I'll do that. All right, so I need a 4 or better. 5. And I'm going to flip these 2 over, revealing them. retrieve a die back. And the ghost got these two. Oh, 3-point pottery. This isn't going as good for me as the last couple of games have gone. We got a 2. We got a 3. And we got 2.5. Kind of like the lousy Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that revised second edition. Don't get me started on it. So now this goes over here, right? See, I said I got to do this or I'm going to forget. So the ghost gets to roll. See what numbers we're going to be using with this. Oh, great. 2 6s and a 2. Ghost really wants to take everything with him. Pottery. If I get that other pottery, that's automatically going to add an extra couple of points to the end of the game to me. The other 2 are idols. Just let me reroll a die. I don't have any idols yet, but a 6. Wow, that's going to be... I don't like that. But what I do like better is, you know what? I'm going to bump that. So I got an 8 now. And remember, as long as the dice face is the same, that's allowed. But now the lights out, back to the ghost. 2. Nothing the ghost can do with that 2. Nothing. So that means the ghost is going to lay claim to pottery and idol. 1 point. Okay, I don't feel that bad for giving that up. Now, 4 or better. Oh, well, okay. Well, at least it kind of works out that this is happening to me now, because let's see what we have first. We have a 4. Ooh, we have a 4. We have a 4. And the unknown. So I'm going to retrieve my workers, my servants, for my first action, for my leader action. Going around to the ghost. That's a tilt. That's a 2 anyway. Okay, so the 4-point idol, the ghost is laying big claim to. The other one, not so much on the scroll, and the jewel we don't know anything about. So now the lights out. That was my chair. Now the lights out around. Just want to sit down for a minute. Let's see. I want to... I'm not sure I want to bother with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with that. But I will... do a couple of 3s. A couple of 3s. All right, so this 4-pointer. All right. Yeah, the scrolls. Oh, that's the first scroll I have. 3 or better. Yeah. They were well rested from the last time. So I want to keep these face down. This one was, 3-point jewels. That was worth it. That was cool. All right, but I got a lot of not a lot of sets right here. Is what I'm looking at. So now sending this back over here. We got a 2 and a 3. Got a 3-card Monty here. Okay. Let's see what kind of power the ghost is playing with right now. A lot. This ghost is... Why didn't I take the red dice? This ghost is playing with a lot of power here, kids. Wow, this ghost is very greedy. This is going to be expensive for me. So how do I want to play this? Okay, so tapestry and jewel. Tapestry worth 3 points. I have one other tapestry, and that'll be 3 of them. That'll add an extra 4 points by the end of the game. That'll be my second jewel. I can score my highest valued jewel twice. So that one in the playing field is a 2. This is a 3. Now, I really like to do that with a 4, but okay, I'm gonna, if I do the double 3, do the double 3, I want this tapestry. And yeah, I'll go with this one also. Now for the lights out, the ghost gets to repower a little bit. This 3 can do nothing for the ghost. This 6 will not. Oh no, it can't. It has to be higher. Okay, so the ghost gave it a little exertion of power, but not enough. So the ghost is going to get this 1-point tapestry. These dice have to be 3 or higher. Oh, and they're both tired. They're both tired. I think they're lying. They just want to break. 6. Yep, I knew that wasn't gonna do much. Let's see. Keep these all setted up. Back over here. Now we're running low. When this runs out, that's when it's over and we score. And whoever normally it would be score for a score, but this is just seeing how much stuff the only child can get out with. The last time I soloed this on camera, it was 58 points. 58 points. So I'm trying to beat that score, and I'm not sure if I'm liking my odds right now of beating that score. Okay, so 1 point, 3 points, and 2.5. A couple of scrolls. I have 1 scroll already. So each roll is now worth 4. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I would like to get a couple of scrolls. But I can't right now because, well, now it's over here, isn't it? See, I almost forgot again. I'm not going to be able to this turn. I'm not going to be able to do anything this turn. 5, 4, 2. I'm going to have to recover my servants. Lights out turn doesn't need to do anything, so the ghost of my cheapo dad has earned 3 cards. Now it's back to me. Ooh, got a 4. Got a 1. Our last card. This is it. This is it. So we're also going to be able to score. We get 1 extra point for each servant that is not exhausted. Okay, 2 more jewels. One of them is a 4. So I definitely want that. And see, the other one is bones. 1 set of bones aren't going to help me, but it is worth 4 points. Now, I know I just said you score 1 extra point for any servant you have at the end of the game that's not exhausted, and you're looking at this and going, John, you have to roll a 6 to get these guys back. Yeah, that's true. But if I don't get these, I'm out 4 points. 8 together. If I don't get these guys back, I'm out 1 point, 2 together. So I'm not too keen on having to get these guys back the way I'm thinking of it. Now this last one, I already have 2 gems. It's not that big of a deal, but it's still 1 more point, so I will put a 3 there. I'll put a 3. So now let's roll for the ghost's power. There's a 5. That's the only thing that the ghosts can attempt to bump off on me. Oh, these are both. Oh, yeah. See, no, it wouldn't. Well, hold on, hold on. It's got to play this to the best of its ability. And it's always going to join like numbers. That gives it a 4, which will beat this. And but it's 5, still can't beat anything. Now my lights out turn, I'll go with the 5. Now let's just see if this is a 6. Nope. Is this a 6? That's a big no. Is this a 5 or a 6? No. So that's 3 points I'm out. But I'm getting 9 for it. I like that trade-off. Alex is much better at working the math in these games a lot quicker than I am. So maybe after he watches this, he'll tell me if my thought was right on that. So I got this, and this. Okay, so now, just to do it on camera, I do it like this. You don't have to add things up like this. I put them underneath the individuals just to show the count. 3. Yeah, the pottery is next. I just got the one thing of pottery. There's the one thing of pottery there. Okay, got a few jewels. That's nice. There we go. 3 and a 2. I was doing this, higher number first? Okay. And, oh, yeah, that was 4 points. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right there. All right. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, where's Foo? Come here, Foo. You got something in here that I need. No, not the blade. Here, give me Foo. Come here, Foo. Give me this. Stop being a pain. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Foo. Okay. So 4, 6, 7, 7, 10. Oh, I didn't get the extra ones. 10, so that's 11. 11. I'm at 11 for this. Gems. Oh, that's tapestry, sorry. Tapestries. So the ghost got a 5 on tapestry, and so did I. So no one's going to be scoring those extra points there. So this was 11, and 5 is 16. I thought I had 2 of these. I really did. So 16 and 4 is 20. And this is going to score twice. The 4 is going to score twice. That's 28, 30, 33, 34. 34 points. That was a lousy game. On camera or off camera, this is the worst game that I have actually played thus far. So 34 points means the petty. You leave the crypt with a handful of trinkets and a sense of guilt. See, the last time I was the magnificent, adorned in your father's treasures. You earned the reputation as the most extravagant monarch in the land. Now I'm one step from a homeless person. All right, that was Crypt. That was the second on-air playthrough of the solo version, the only child version of the game, as it's called, and that's something that me and I know Anthony can identify with. I know, you got a brother and a sister, Anthony, but they're so much younger than you. You're practically an only child. You were raised as an only child like me, so I love the only child version of the game. All right, everyone, so this was Crypt by Road to Infamy Games. And this is a one-player game. This is also up to a four-player game. Yes. And the game's supposed to take about 25 minutes. And as you can see, this was 30 minutes. Not too bad, especially since I was talking through a lot of the game. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for checking us out on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Thank you for liking us, for sharing, and for commenting. I'm your buddy Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.